Hello guys, I'm Shockwave King. We're back here once again. As you saw the title of the video, Hajime Ippo round 1331 has just released. I caught George. He thought he could escape. He thought he can sneak this into my radar. No, it was around 8:34 Eastern Standard Time, United States, and I caught him. Right? I caught him. He thought he could hide from me. I thought I would record this video late. No, we're doing this right here, right now. And we start off right off the back, not with a chapter cover, but an excellent double page spread that was colored digitally. Key for Takamura versus Key, the deciding battle for super middleweight supremacy. The holy battle for the seat of God. Now begins. Wait a minute. Now begins an angel and devil standing in the ring. This is why I gave Takamura them colored red eyes. And you just got a picture of Ippo holding up his fist without the holding up his wrapped up hand, and got in the background Ricardo Martinez, Sendo, Kimura Yoki, the coach, Itagaki, Mishima, Miyata. Wait a minute. Who's that? I think that's Sayaki. Is it? Wait, is that Sayaki? And it, Antonio and Mai, Vorg, and Yatakamura and Ippo. I could be wrong about that. I really don't know who those guys right there. Like, I zoom in right there, I do not know who they are. I think that's Antonio Guevara, and I think that is Teihei. I'm not a Sayaki, because with Mishima, I didn't scroll down, that is next to Kumi, but interesting way to start off with a colored double page spread. I was waiting all week for this chapter, and it's finally released. Let's get into this. As my computer shoots act up. Of course. After the 3-page color spread, how would you do Ippo round 1331 towards an uninhabited wilderness? An uninhabited wilderness? Where are we going? I thought this was gonna be a classic Hot Witch's Dragon mix-up. A voodoo doll. It's the only thing out of all Senpai's weird occult stuff that had any effect. Really? Really? Ippo saved Takamura. And when that whole car incident, Takamura saved himself. What are you talking about? So Takamura's son has been running late lately. It shows picture of voodoo doll. But as long as he get that thing, that's nothing to worry about, right? It's the guy that claimed that Takamura would be safe, supposedly. If any tragic incident occur, only even traffic incident only give him scrapes. And he's like, yep, supposedly, yeah. And he continues, more than that. Look at that guy going off and prayed for. I can't help it but worry about it. I'm telling you, it had to be for the culture Ippo. That's the only two things you could pray for. Yeah, like Kimura chips in. We know he wasn't praying for victory. There's no way he'll ask God for that. If the guy could hop back into the fray, I'll do it myself. He says something like that. Aoki continues. Well, can you give anything else? I'm telling you, this is for the culture Ippo. I don't see what else he'll be praying for. And Aoki continues, something that he can't do himself. What the hell? What the hell is even too much for him? Honestly, this is the first time we got see the other side of the Aoki's ramen shop. And it's just one at least a little bigger than this. It must be sitting on a different side of the restaurant. The guy can pause, and he thinks it's rare enough for him to ask God for a favor right before a match. There had to be something proportionally significant. And Kimura continues, even if we think we'll figure it out, there's no point. The man himself will be here soon, and then he will ask him. I'm telling you, man, if there's some BS that happens with Takamura, where it's just like some accident happened, I'll be irritated. I don't know why. It's just could the fight have a build up that Takamura can be halfway chopped down for the match start, but yeah. Let me tell you, Katara chips in. It is just like, you say soon, but is he really late? Is the guy say like, you're right. This is a little worrisome. Come on, like, don't worry about it. He got the voodoo doll to protect him. Right, Ippo? Ippo searching his pocket. My pocket. It feels like... Kimo's like, what's the matter? Ippo pulls it out. Ippo's like, it's just lint. Did he forget that the voodoo doll turned into scraggled pieces? I guess. Like, it focused in on Ippo's hand. Like, he got the hand of God. And, like, the The voodoo doll unwrapped itself. Ippo sweating bullets. What witchcraft is this? Ippo's like, oh no. And everybody's panicking. And Yoki Kimura's just like, you didn't give it to him. He might be in trouble action right now. Ippo's like, I'll go get him. Where? Yeah. Run around blindly want him. Let's start. Well, let's check that he's not home. Please be safe. Come on, Ippo. Come on. If someone open up the door, rattle. I'm sorry, this shouldn't be funny. So Takamo opens up the door, and it looked like he got shot up by some bullets. He has more bullet holes than a shootout in a Western saloon. What has happened to him? And everybody's like, what the hell happened? Why do you look like that? Wait, I think he did go see Yamaguchi. Cause that glass would shred his clothes. I mean, all the other times he was naked. Takamo was like 2, and it's like 2. Chimiko threw me out again. Oh, I told you guys. I told she was going to Yamaguchi's. I told you. Nobody believed me. I said he was going to Yamaguchi's and I was right. Why wouldn't he? Because arguably she got the best body in the entire series. And everybody else falls down and collapses. But somehow Ippo is able to stay on his feet. Oh my god, no. It continues. He continues. Since I've been feeling so good after the weight control, I figured the day before the match she'd let me. The day before the match, you thought she'll let you. No, no, Ippo threw the voodoo doll at him. It's just like, you idiot. This thing isn't enough for your strength. Why would she reject me? Because you're like this? What were you praying for? You received the worst punishment for this ram. I told you. This man would go meet Dr. Yamaguchi. Because why wouldn't he? Like I said, why wouldn't he? His clothes are shredded. Now the concerning thing is, actually, no, it's not to worry about, because anytime before he would throw out the window naked and it would shred his skin. This man, I told you, Takamura, just like a mod, is to have a body forged of steel. But my god, I knew it. I knew it. I knew he got thrown through the window by Yamaguchi. I knew it. And then it cuts over to a car. They pull out to a house, a potential condo, and the great Takamura chows down. All done. Here you go. So good. Oh, it's amazing, because I just questioned what happened to Takamura's family, and here they are. The little brother and the mid sister. I think it's older brother Takamura's sister, then it little brother. I believe so. It's been a while since I read those other chapters. This is just like, it's the morning before your match though. It's only really all you want. If you like, I could call a chef for my restaurant. If you like, wait, since I own a restaurant, what? But Takamura's like, this brings out my strength the best. And little brother chips in. For quick energy on the empty stomach, those are the best. Don't eat it too last minute though. too last minute though. Yeah, his little brother's name was Rotaro, because Takamura's like, Rotaro, and he's been standing up, and he's like, I almost made my proposal to Ni-chan's apparel division in the Takamura group. Like, whenever they get I think his family owned like some condos or something. Takamura. If I do remember, yeah, they were like some condos or some business or something. And I thought I could make it. I thought we could make sportswear and other goods. Sportswear. Really gonna make sportswear. They said I handled the protection myself. Actually, how old is Wataru? At least he's a midget. I'm pretty sure he's like, still like a young teenager, maybe middle school and early high school. So I need to be familiar with it all. What Wataru's gonna show up? He wants to help out his big brother Momari-chan so much. No, because I'm related to a first-rate athlete. If we sponsor him, obviously it'd be easy to push our brand. That's it. Wait, what? What is this? The little brother saying that? So this is my first step as a producer and designer. Thank you for letting me handle the ring inch for your costume. And ring street costume for the fight. Wow. just wow, that's just dirty. Wow, like if you think about this entire scene, the sister's like, oh, he wanted help out his big brother. No, because I relate to a first-rate athlete. So if Takamo was a bum, you wouldn't care. He's just like Wataru, just like his older brother. Now that's just wrong. That's not even right. It makes a lot more sense why he doesn't spend any time with his family. Cause that's just somebody said, oh, it makes sense. No, it wouldn't make sense. Like you doing this without any care, like without any reason. You're just gonna use your own sibling to push your own merchandise. That's just wrong. I'm talking more like if it's Wataru's design, I'm not worried at all. I'll make a big fast inches with it. And he's just like, Wataru's like, are you talking more, Chan? Yup. And the sister's like, anyways, there's a lot of stuff thrown out of the floor. Your room need clean aside. I couldn't she at least come by to make you on a gear or two? Hey, look, you're not cleaning up Takamura's room. That's not happening. Your room cleaning aside. Couldn't she at least come by and make you on a gear or two? No. Have you seen this man's room? This man's room is worse than mine. Mine is arguably a junkyard. Takamura is an uninhabited landfill. People die in that thing. And the sister's like, so Tomiko-san wasn't it. I don't want you to do a dog to earn some points with here. What could I be? What could the great Mamoru-chan be lacking? Yeah, Kiyoni. Wait, yeah. I think it is Kiyoni, because it's just Kyone. Kiyoni. You think so? You think so too, huh? And she's like, I mean, in the first place, asking the second son of Takamura finna do a Daisuke. Who does she think she is? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Takamura's family scumbags. I don't care what anybody says. They're scumbags. It's where the brother just trying to use his own older sibling just to push his own merchandise. And this is just like, who does Tomiko think she is to ask him to do a doxer? Like, what's with all this pride? Where is this coming from? Like, what is... I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I'm a simple American. Who knows? And he's just like, what's your strength? Can't you do anything? Takamura's like, nothing. She threw me yesterday again. It's like I go there just to be thrown these days. And she's like, oh dear. I'm sorry. Like, the reason I say that the older sister is not a scumbag, aside from the whole pride thing of who does this woman think she is. Yamaguchi is a former judo champion. It's just that it showed a particular image where it only shows one of her eyes. It's one of the most condescending looks of all the entire series. And she's like, we have plenty of other people who can be assigned to look after you, but truly, if it must be Tomiko-san, I suppose I have to speak with her. Just how much does she think, or how much do you think this might take? You gonna pay this woman? Are you serious? Nii-san, the face of inhuman. A face of an inhuman. Wait, what? What type of family would be like, a girl that want to be with you? Well, I can go talk to her, slip her some cash. I'm sorry, his family's scumbags. I don't care what anybody says. Really? Really? You gonna try to bribe the woman? I just want Mamoru-chan to be happy. Even though he working so hard for himself to be bold, working himself so hard for himself to be bold and trying so hard, even though Wataru just like, I understand, but still, isn't it something that money can solve? Talking about like, exactly. And Wataru just like, by the way, that shrine where I broke the bell, what happened with it? I made an arrangement for myself to get a new one. I made an arrangement for myself for a new one to be made out of pure gold, but I doubt they'll have any complaints. Why do you want to get it remade in pure gold for? And Takamoto's like, don't throw money at them. They already have reparations. Giving them 2 bells is overkills. Or 2 bells is a blessing. I could solve my own problems, quit interfering. I'm looking forward to your match. I'm sorry, Takamura's fan. Oh my god, of course. Well, of course. The king scumbag himself, the older brother. The older brother, just look at him. Just look at him. He hopped out of the vehicle. And Kinoni-chan is just like, you see, like, there's no need to worry. No, because the brother asks, how is his condition? And she's like, oh, it seems like nothing to be worried about. Suguru Nissan. You should have come to see him too. He's just like, he's always getting into pointless brawls. I was just lecturing him. Pointless brawls. You see what I'm talking about? No, I try to spare Takamura's sister or Taru, but nah, they're all scumbags. Get them out of here. Why don't you just admit at this point, he's been the one he's brawling is the best in the world. And the other brother's like, at any rate, it's unbelievable for me with the Takamani family to lose. I've already prepared the ammunition against the judges. Wait, what? Are you serious? If it comes to the decision, we'll have it already covered. And some might say, but Keith's Dragon got unlimited luck. And talking more the next page, like, don't worry about it. I'm sorry, they're just scumbags. You're gonna bribe the... Let's wrap up the chapters before I tear into Takamura family. Takamura is like, for fuck's sake, how are you raised? I never understand your way of thinking. Like, Ippo, Aoki, in the Koogama 4 without Takamura. Okay, we're praying for the victory this one last time. Whether it ends in tears or in a smile, it ends tonight. My goodness. Is the bell fixed? I think so. Alright, let's get it ringing hard and stir up some blessings. Well, they show up and they see the bell. And the bell, you can't even grab the bell no more. And now it just look like a dick with balls on it. Aren't those blessings cursed? How do you have to be raised to think like that? Was it on purpose? At any rate, I'll never understand. Like, what is wrong with his family? What's wrong with these people? I never played spread at the hall. For the first time in history, the super middleweight champion bring his belt all the way to the champ. No matter how far we've reached, that belt will always be in the glory behind the Ram of Japan. With ambition in his heart, the hawk flaps his wing and soars. He soars in the uncharted territory, and towards an uninhabited wilderness. Well, uninhabited by the Takamura clan. Takamura make his strive to greatness. The two men in the main event just arrived. Keith Dragon looking like a beast. Tonight we witness a historic turning point. Or just another fleeing rant. This image is excellent. Look at both Takamura and Keith Dragon. This one singular page. Look at this savages. Look at this image. Just look at them. Just look at them. The devil and angel side by side. The conclusion is imminent. To be continued next week. To be continued next week. Well, I understand I've been butchering some English this time around. It is early in the morning, so that is the only excuse I could give for why my reading was so terrible this time around. But in other words, this is a good, solid chapter, but in my opinion, it just proved how Takamura's family is nothing more than scumbags. I'm sorry. Takamura's family are not human beings. Let's go off from the beginning. If Ippo just like the voodoo doll, he's just like, I'm pretty sure I gave it to him. Yeah, I gave it to him, right? And it's like, oh, did he forget that he shredded the voodoo doll? Because you never see Ippo put it back together. Nor them berserk Easter eggs work out either. So it's just, he did in the pocket, just like, no way. And I'm so glad that nothing happened to Takamura, because it just be like, no, it needs to be a fight between men, no interference. Not even bad luck is not allowing Takamura to show up. And then the fact that I was 100% right. I told you guys he went to go see Yamaguchi. I told you, and look at it. He came back from Yamaguchi. She threw him to the window, and it's just Takamura potentially assaulting somebody is not gonna work. Alright, you need to switch up the tactics. Take on a date maybe. Switch up the tactics. Do what dogs in. I'm feeling so good after the weight control. I thought she would give it to me. No, Takamura, you're taking the wrong route. No, this is the one chance I say. Pull something from Itagaki's playbook and take the woman somewhere. Just, you can't attack her. Just wear her down. Wear her down. But then again, it's the same Takamura who has a history of assaulting women. Now, technically, he's never raped a woman, but he has forced himself into a woman. So it's just like, it did cut so much to Takamura. I can't even say this is where Takamura lives because it looks nothing like where he lives. I believe he's just over his siblings' house. And you get the scumbag number one. I'm sorry, his brother is trash. I used to think Wataru and Kiyone-san were just decent people. No, they're just as bad as the brother. They're garbage. They're worthless human beings. I'm gonna start up I made a proposal for a prayer division. It's at the Takamura group. And he's just like, oh, because he's trying to support his big brother. No, because I'm related to a first-class athlete. I'm gonna get that money, free advertisement. Scumbag. And that's scumbag number one. And he's just like, he's so excited to use his brother as free marketing. And then the sister's just like, you're cleaning aside. I can't see why Tomiko don't want to be with you. I don't understand. He wants you to do a dox and she wants you to beg for it. What type of woman she thinks she is? It's just like, no, I was right. It still says asking the second son. So I don't know if she's older than Takamura or not. I still don't know. But just to be like, who do you think you are? Maybe I can go pay her off with some quick bucks. We have plenty of other people who can assign to you. You just got a bunch of women on standby. What is this? What is this, Shoot Japan? What is this? If it must be truly Tomiko saying, I suppose I can go speak with her. Just how much does she think this might take? What, you can't pay off a woman with money. Who are these people? Scumbags. Nee said that's the face of an inhuman. I told you, a scumbag. And like Rotaru just like, hey, calm down. That's the face of a human. Don't show Takamura that. Scumbag. And then like, it's the brother who's like, I'm gonna give him 2 bells. And you made the bells look like a dick. And you made this shrine rope look like a dick. But remember, that's the little brother's. What type of people are these? These are scumbags. It's just like, don't throw money at them. It's just replace it with 1 bells. Or 2 bells is a blessing. What's wrong with these people? No wonder why Takamura. Like, plus, they didn't come around for the Richard Bison fight. Why are they showing up now? They didn't show up when he fought David Eagle. Why are they showing up now? Michael Goat, or that Fox guy, or that Mickey guy, or Duck. But you want to show your punk ass up now? I'm sorry, his family is scumbags. You need to get the hell out of here. Now this is building up to be an excellent Takamura fight. This is a Richard Bison, David Eagle, and Bryant Hawk type situation. More similar to Bryant Hawk, because Keith Dragon and Takamura look very similar. They both got pompadours. They both got a interesting fashion wear, and it's just basically it's funny how Keith Dragon is the blonde pompadour man, and Takamura is the jet black haired pompadour man. One's a hawk, another one's a dragon, one's the king of the underworld, and the other is pound for pound, besides for Ricardo Martinez, pound for pound number 2. And then like the brother, we already knew this man was a scumbag. You know, we'll let you back in the family if you get the belt. I'm sorry, I hate his entire family. I'm sorry, if his family was to crash and kick the bucket, I would not feel bad. Only Coach Skoragama matters in my opinion. I don't see how Takamura can deal with the other 2. Oh, you know, I would go in there and talk to him, but I just end up lecturing him. He's your own flesh and blood. You can't get along? You can't have a simple conversation? Even with my mid-sister I can talk to that midget. But this man, there's no helping these deadly trios. I hope we never get to see the father. Scumbag number 1 and scumbag number 2. Well, you know what, father? It's a good idea to throw our son out. The mother and father and his other siblings, scumbag, trash. But finally, hopefully, even though I enjoyed this chapter, hopefully there'll be no more interference. Hopefully the match will start up next. And just look at Keith Dragon's outfit. Just look at that. Just look at that jacket on top of jacket. And you got the Takamura wearing the classic blue jacket with the undershirt. The match is about to start. The greatness is about to begin. 2 men of the main event has showed up. So also, we don't know who's on the undercard, and if it's just gonna go straight to the Keith Dragon fight, or we're gonna see somebody randomly on the undercard. I doubt Hayami, or maybe Amon might be on the undercard, or might show up. You know, Miyata's guaranteed to potentially show up, and to a certain degree, in my opinion, he's guaranteed. We already know that Fujiwara's gonna be there, and if Itagake's there, then that's probably like a one. No, like when it comes to like Takamura matches, usually 9 times out of 10, unless Mishiba is there, Kumi and Nanako don't show up. Tomiko either. So you just be the Kogama 5, maybe potentially a Mai and Miyata, maybe Sendo. And Mishiba might show up there to start a fight with somebody, and it's just like, are you crazy? You wanna do this right now? Really? Also, at the very end of the video, if you made it this far, I have an interesting question. Do you believe that, since you're already done with the chapter, I say it's a fantastic chapter, hopefully it started the fight. But do you believe that Mishiba had a secret girlfriend? Because if you go back to like the previous chapters when he was fighting Shinoda, and somebody say, yeah, it is quite random, but if you think about it, right? If you go all the way back when he was fighting, not Shinoda, it's Shinobu. If you go all the way back to them chapters, and it's the whole scene where, I forget what chapter number it was, but it starts off with Kumi talking to that patient in the hospital, and she's just like, oh, I've gotten used to being weird about my brother. And what's so interesting about it is, Timoko says, oh, you just like, yo, you're not worried, and Kumi's like, I'm alright. And the next scene, you get a bunch of cheering. You see Mishiba's boss cheering for him, and you see some random girl. I want to go search back through the pages. This random girl has never showed up with the Mishiba Hell Squad before. Why would this random woman care about Mishiba so much? Is this a girlfriend? Is it? Cause it's what chapter is it? It's chapter 1258, like roughly on page 3 to 4. And she's just like, I can't watch it. I don't want to see him get hit. How many nights did she spend like this? How many times did she wait and pray for his safe return? And the boss is just like, yeah, you have to cheer. Come on, cheer for Kumi-chan, cheer. And she's like, Kumi-chan, you're incredible. For Mishiba? Like, who is this woman? Mishiba has a secret relationship this entire time. Is Mishiba talking to somebody? Because it was the whole time where Kumi just like, oh, I think he's going out on a date. He never brought up clothes shopping before. Nope, he was just a normal rendezvous with your boy Itagaki. So, hey, all I'm saying is it looks suspicious because we've never seen this woman before, and now she's like, I'm so worried about Ryo Mishiba. Like, it's not even just like a worry, like a coworker type of thing. She's over here concerned like a sibling or a girlfriend or something like that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That has been chapter 1331. This is probably one of the slappiest chapters I've ever reviewed because somehow I've been choking up on my English real bad. This is just terrible. But yeah, it's a fantastic chapter. I told you Takamura was gonna meet Yamaguchi, but it's this whole family part. We have not seen his family since the Brian Hawk fight, and I'm glad we haven't seen them because they're scumbags. The only thing they want to do is use Takamura. There's not siblings. I don't know. I think they were all drafted in these scouts. I hate all of them. And like some reason his sister's shirt keep on shining. I don't think it's a jury that shines like that. Scumbag. And the older brother is scumbag. They're all trash. They are trash human beings. And even Takamura's just like, how were you raised? I'll never understand your way of thinking. Damn animals. But finally, the shutout machine, Pompadour versus Pompadour, the American Dragon, Jake Long versus the Japanese Hawk. That's it, just the only thing you call Takamura is just the Japanese Hawk. What is gonna call him? Hawkman? I don't know. The shutout between the Dark Hawk of Japan versus the Dragon of Light of New York, the Manhattan Demon King. Who won the showdown? How do you believe this fight would turn out? And what do you think about Takamura's family? Do you think they're scumbags because you just believe that they're decent people? I think they're scumbags. And I told you guys I was right. Just like Denjiro being Kirishiro, he did go see Yamaguchi. We want Shopware King enough. Peace. This is probably one of the worst videos ever made. Peace.